On today's episode of Tactical Reviews, I'm going to bring you out my Polymer80 Glock19 build. This has been a pain in the butt for me to try to make this video, just because I don't really know what to say. It's my first build, and it really should be called low budget builds, even though I've got a lot of money wrapped up into it. I'll get to it just to tell you kind of what kind of stuff I have into it. First thing, it is a Polymer80 Glock19. It is a Alpha Marksman 4 slide. It's a silencer co-threaded barrel, a Zev Pro comp syndicate trigger, an Olight PL Pro light. The other internals are all like OEM stuff, and my Holosun 507C V2 red dot. The magwell, I forget the name of them. They're just a eBay company, I guess. I don't know, but I would say there's probably better magwells out there. But this one really isn't bad. It looks pretty good, so I'm not complaining too much. The mags are KCI mags. I had some work done on it. The slide coating and the lasering on the barrel itself were done by DK Custom Coatings. They are fantastic, man. I get a lot of my stuff done by them. I can't say enough good stuff about them. Also, the suppressor height sights were just Amazon sights. They were cheap. They were, I think, the cheapest sights on Amazon. So nothing in this build. I think the most expensive thing that I have in this build is probably just the slide itself, which was, I actually got the slide off of eBay too, and it was like 200 bucks. I think the barrel was 125, and it was a second-hand barrel. All the rest of the parts, I think, were about 100. Oh, well, I guess the Holosun was like 250, 300-ish. And of course the PL Pro 2, I think I got on eBay for like just a hair over 100, maybe 120 or 130. I could be wrong about that. It's been a little bit back. But other than that, it's been pretty cool. I've shot a whole buttload of rounds through it. The only issues that I have had, as far as anything, is I bought 2 KCI mags, and one of them doesn't want to free fall like that one. So I really can't say. It could have been a fluke. I never got a hold of them. Could be one of those deals where it's like a 50-50 thing. You buy 6 mags, 3 of them might be, I mean, it functions fine, just it don't slide freely. So take that for whatever it is you want to take it for. I'm not saying they're good or bad. I mean, it is what it is. The only other thing that I have had any kind of issue with is my agency arm syndicate trigger. I don't know why, but if you don't, you can install it correctly and it may not actually function properly, and then you take the whole thing out and then you put it back in, and apparently you put it in just right or something. I don't know, but I did that the first time. It had like a 15-pound pull. It was horrendous. I was kind of upset about it and was gonna get a hold of them. I was like, you know what, I'll just take it out, put it back in, see what happens. I did that, and it ran perfect. I had some work done on it. They took the trigger out, they put it back in, and it did that same weird thing. So whenever I got it back, I took it apart, put it back in, and it runs fine. it's a good trigger whenever it's installed correctly. So I mean, take that for what it is too. I don't have a problem with it whenever it's functioning correctly. It is a play gun for me, so I'm not gonna beat myself up over it too bad. But yeah, I mean, with all the stuff I have in it and all the parts and the paint jobs and all that kind of stuff, it got a little pricey. I didn't realize it until after I figured up everything and was like, man, I got probably around $1,000 or so in it. But the parts individually weren't all that expensive. And I like it. I'm probably gonna try to build some more of them in the future. If that's something that you're interested in doing, I haven't had any problems, not entirely. I've heard issues with slides not functioning properly because one company might have slightly different tolerances than another company, and then they don't mesh well together. I couldn't tell you a whole lot about that. I can only tell you about this build, and with this build, it seemed to go okay for me. But building's part of the fun of it, I think. So I'm happy with it. So if you're interested in doing a build, man, go for it. I don't see anything wrong. If you got some parts laying around and you're like, hey man, well, I'll just buy another frame, and then pretty soon you'll snowball into more and more and more, I'm sure. That's how I was with my ARs anyways. But yeah, so that being said, I definitely don't do anything political in my videos because I try to stay away from politics. But go out and vote, because voting's important. Other than that, I guess like and subscribe the video, hit the notification bell, and all that awesome stuff. See you in the next one.